My name is Mary Jo Thomas Evans. I'm a landowner and a resident. First, we, the project landowners, would like to thank the mayor and the city council for allowing us some time to speak. This annexation request has taken much longer than we expected. We mailed our request in September of 2023, thinking we would be getting some kind of a notice or an answer in 2023 or early 2024. But we were thankful when the mayor sent us a letter laying out the process. We thank you again, Mayor Gregory, for your response. My sister and I were raised on the land just as most of the project owners were. We went to school with most of them. Kenny and Lacey Thomas are our cousins. Bill Goodman, who recently passed, was our school principal, and Carolyn Hayden was my high school teacher. Kenneth Hayden, who recently passed, told me his family had been here since the late 1800s. The families requesting annexation have been connected for many years and would like to remain so for many more. Parts of our farm have been in the family for 6 generations. For over 100 years, our ancestors have lived on and loved this land. My husband Wally and I raised our 2 girls here, and our grandchildren love coming to the farm. They're going to be here all Thanksgiving. Many have asked if we'll continue living on the farm. Absolutely. We look forward to seeing this project completed. It gives us the opportunity to pass our beloved farm on to our children and to let our legacy live on through the land that we cherish. We believe in landowners' rights, but more importantly, landowners' responsibilities. When Telesto approached us about leasing our land, we did research. I called and talked to people who had leased land and had the project operating on their farms. I talked to people who were being approached by Telesto to lease their property, and to others that had already signed the leases. I talked to my neighbors, and most importantly, I read as much as I could possibly find out there on solar farms, and there's a lot of misrepresentations out there. And I thought, as a responsible landowner, I've got to not only look at what it can do for me, but what it can do for my community. The additional tax money for the area, that's a plus. A buffer for the airport, I know that's a plus. I know that the airport is, I mean, with this blue oval and everything that's going on, we're going to have to expand. And also knowing that there is, excuse me, $1 million fund for the community. All these are benefits that I see helping E-Town, not hurting us. I love the peace and quiet of living on the farm. I don't see that changing with this project. Some have been concerned about the loss of our farmland. Sheep and bees have been used in conjunction with solar projects, and they work very well together. Residential or other industrial uses will not return the land to its original state. Our lease with Telesto, that the leasee shall exercise commercially reasonable efforts to remove any solar facilities from the property by the termination of this agreement. All the property shall be restored to a condition reasonably similar to the condition as of the date of the contract. I can't believe what E-Town would look like, in 40 years, having this green space available for all our future generations coming after us. I mean, I would like to be able to say, I'm going to be around in 40 years to know what my grandkids and your grandkids are going to do with this land. I think it's exciting. So we as project landowners, we ask you to honor our landowners' rights, to see the benefits for Elizabethtown, and we ask you to vote yes to approve the annexation of our land. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Steve Hayden. I'm representing my, as Mary Jo said, my deceased dad, Kenneth, and my mother, Carolyn. I'm going to second what Mary Jo said. I'm not going to stay up here very long. I just just wanted to second what Mary Jo mentioned about, we believe in the project. We are connected as neighbors. My dad, 92 years old, he spent 80 years on that farm, essentially. So he's was well connected with the farming community, and did not take kind of the decision to undertake this project lightly. Obviously it does provide some financial stability for my mother going forward, and also keeps the land kind of in our name, which we like. And being an engineer and kind of working various projects through my Air Force career, I'm a proponent of solar. I think it has many benefits, diversifies our country's power needs, and I appreciate the the cons that was mentioned by the lady from the Responsible Solar organization. But I think you'll find solar farms scattered throughout the states as more and more states look to diversify their own power needs, and kind of help meet and kind of get away from just being subject to only one source of energy. So just looking for fairness in the process, and hope that you'll undertake and get all the questions you want answered. And then obviously we would have liked you for it to approve it, but understand the process has to go forward. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Mr. Hayden. I will tell you, your dad was a fine man. He'll be missed.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, we wanted to farm till 100, but he only made it to 92. So.
My name's Jim Mansfield, excuse me, 9401 Troy Pike, Versailles, Kentucky. My wife and I raise sheep and sell lamb for a living. We have lamb sold in Whole Foods markets in 7 states. Sorry. I'm a past president of the Kentucky Sheep and Wool Producers Association, and I'm a board member of our National Association, the American Sheep Industry. I have to say that the American sheep industry is quite excited about grazing solar sites. There's over 100,000 acres in the United States grazed by sheep in solar sites. Currently, 70% of the lamb consumed in the United States is imported. And we have trouble competing with the price of imported lamb. Being paid to manage the vegetation on solar sites and grazing our sheep there will help us lower the cost of production, and that's a pretty exciting thing for us as well. I've visited solar sites in several states and talked to farmers that are grazing there, and I have a close friend in Texas who is big time into it, and it's an environmental win compared to mowing. It's also an improvement of the land to stay in permanent grass and be grazed. The grazing gets better over time because you're not removing anything. So I just wanted to say that we can keep it in agriculture. We'd be more than happy to graze it. Sheep are a good fit for solar farms, and I'll be glad to do it myself, Jack.